Hey everyone, how you doing? Happy Friday for everyone in the Southern Hemisphere, and have good evening to everyone in the Northern Hemisphere. I hope everyone's doing well. How are you all feeling after the blood moon eclipse the other night? I found it quite draining actually. The next day I was actually a little bit mopey. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, that's sort of reflective of the energies that were at play. A little bit like a purging of energy, of releasing things, or things coming to the surface, even with that kind of that Pisces a feel to it, where suppressed emotions or feelings or things from the past might be coming back up, and being able to purge that and release that. And afterwards, I find, I often feel quite flat and a bit, drained. But that's all just about the energies resetting themselves, because it was a very karmic sort of energy, good for resetting intentions and things like that. And I'm feeling a lot more rejuvenated. What's the word? Rejuvenized. That's not even a word. So I'm going to do a collective message. We'll see if it's rejuvenized, or at least it applies to whoever might be watching or listening or stumbling across this on your newsfeed at some point. This message just might be meant for you. Now I'm going to focus. Here we go. Collective message for Friday the 12th or Thursday evening the 11th. All right, here we go. We've got the Nine of Wands and the Death card and the King of Wands. Okay. I normally only pull one card for the collective message, but these three wanted to come out. And look, these three cards combined are all about persevering through a massive challenging change. Okay. It can be, with the energy of the King of Wands, this can be business or career related, something normally in the position where your power, the dynamic of power might have changed. Okay. And it's really requiring you to dig deep and push on with that energy of the Nine of Wands, which you've got it's amazing how we can find stamina at the times that we least expect it. But if you dig deep, you'll find that you can push on and persevere with something, because with the transformation Death card, that represents rebirth and new beginnings, a little bit like the energy I was talking about with this recent eclipse, where things can be reset. It's that kind of mopey, sad feeling to start with, but at the same time, there's always a new door that opens, and that's what these three cards would represent. So push on during challenging times. Just because one door closes doesn't mean another's not about to open. Now, I have got Whitney on the phone. How are you, Whitney? Can you hear me okay, Whitney?
Oh, I hear you. I'm sorry. I did not hear you at first, but I hear you now.
Awesome. Yeah, sometimes it just takes a second to connect. But how can I help you this evening, Whitney?
Hi. So I just wanted to know, had a question about how someone feels about me. They say one thing, but I'm not too for sure.
It's really amazing there, Whitney, because I've got the Lovers card right on the bottom of the deck, and I had a little glimpse at that just as I started talking to you. So a question about love. So we're wanting to know about someone's true feelings and intentions towards you. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right.
Yes.
Let me focus for a second, and I'll do a mini love reading for you, and we'll see what dynamics come out. Okay. All right. So
Okay.
okay. Okay. Got quite some big energies at play here, Whitney. I've pulled the Judgment card, which is the overall energy of this, and three major arcana cards have come out next to it, which is the Magician, the Chariot, and the Lovers again. Now, look, there's big energies at play here. There's no doubt about that. Now, in regards to your question, are they being honest with you about their feelings? With the Judgment, Magician, and the Chariot combined, I would say yes, okay? Now, this is a person I'm suspecting that has been through quite a lot in their past, okay? And I feel that they have come into this relationship quite determined not to repeat past mistakes, okay? And I say that because the Magician and the Chariot's here. Now, that would indicate that, in a sense, that they have manifested this, with what they want, okay, with you. Because as mentioned, with the judgment's huge. Judgment's all about, learning from past mistakes, and also it's a bit of a self-forgiveness card too. So whether or not there's a need there for this person to be doing more of that, or whether or not that's exactly what they've done, I would say they have been doing a lot of that, because as mentioned, with the Magician and the Chariot all upright, this is showing to me that they are quite determined to make this work. And the Six of Wands is here. That indicates they might be a person who requires a lot of acknowledgement for their efforts. Do you know what I mean? There might be someone who requires reinforcement, or it might even be you for that matter. But I'm getting, it could be a person who he's they're wanting you to realise that they've put a lot of personal effort in on themselves, and they're wanting recognition for that. So to sort of to say, well, hang on, yes, I may have made these mistakes in the past, but now I'm sort of ready. I do pick up a little bit of hesitancy. I mean, the Three of Pentacles, this is a completely separate meaning from what the kind of gist I'm getting. But the Three of Pentacles, I am kind of picking up, maybe there are concerns, shared concerns, even from you or the other party, that there might still be another party involved here. And with the Five of Swords, which has come out next, this is sort of the current energies here at the moment, which is causing a little bit of conflict, self-doubt, which is probably what you were alluding to before, with you're not quite sure if they're being honest with their feelings and their intentions. I do kind of feel that, yes, there is the influence of a third party there, but I kind of believe that that's over, because the Death card's here, which would signify massive change and rebirth. And oh my goodness, here's the King of Wands. This came out for the collective message here, Whitney. Before I read you, these three cards came out: the King of Wands and the Death card, and I can't even remember what the other one was now. But it's funny, because it might even apply to your situation. The King of Wands, this could represent his energy. Okay, so someone who knows their power, very passionate. I mean, things were there's a lot of fire there between you, you know what I'm saying? So there's
Mhm.
no lack in that department whatsoever. As far as, I mean, there's the Strength card here. Now, I'm feeling, you might have your walls up a bit there, Whitney, because perhaps you've been let down in the past and you're
Mhm.
fearful that you might be hurt again. The interesting thing is one of you a Leo? Because, the Strength card's a Leo, and so is the King of Wands in this deck. So Leo, they're normally born in August.
Mhm. Hello.
Does that make sense? Sorry?
Hello. Can you hear me? It was kind of going in and out. Can you hear me? You
Oh,
said
I can
hello.
hear you. Yeah,
You
yeah, I
said
can hear you.
Leo,
Can you?
born in August. Does that make? Does that? Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so the cards are just acknowledging that one of you's a Leo, okay? And it's not always the case, but the reason I say that is because the Strength card came out, and that's a Leo card, and the King of Wands. Now, this is a real journey of strength for you, Whitney, but you know what? I feel that you're going to have this renewal. Here's the Ace of Cups here, okay? The Ace of Cups is all about finding joy in new love, and being able to really just enjoy the moment, and I guess trust that everything that all your fears and worries, and even maybe having your walls up there. um, I feel that you can trust that this is a genuine connection with this person, okay? Because no cards have come out at all to indicate that there's dishonesty or deceit or lies, but I do sense that there is, um, hesitation and fear, and that's very normal, okay? And that's all about learning to trust and love again, especially if you've been let down in the past with relationships. Now, do you have a question for me, Whitney, or would you like me to keep going?
You can keep going.
I've pulled the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this to me in a relationship reading represents solid commitment. Okay, determination to make it work. Things might be going at a slower pace than what you would possibly hope for, but it's also steadfast. Does that make sense? It's a little bit like the time and effort and the slowness is building strong foundation here, which is what, if you want this to have to be a long-term commitment, there's definitely the potential there for that to happen. Now, I do see
Mhm.
movement here. The six of swords. This can indicate either metaphorically going on a journey, okay, in this relationship, or it can mean moving as well. So one of you might be considering moving. Um, it does show that you're sailing into smoother waters. Whatever difficulties you've been having will start to feel a little bit easier, and things will start to be resolved. I think as you're learning to trust as well. And look, here's the Page of Pentacles again. This signifies to me the potential for this to be a really solid foundation between you two. I mean, here's the Ace of Wands as well. I mean, I was going to unpack that a little bit more with the third party, but I really don't think the third party's relevant anymore. The Ace of Wands would show that there's a spark of passion here about to be reignited. I feel that if you can really communicate openly with each other, and for you in particular, Whitney, be mindful of your own past betrayals and hurts, and it's not to say forget them, but in a way forgive and let go, because every relationship we grow a little bit more. And I feel that you can trust this situation. I do believe that. And does that mean go all in with your head over your heels, all that? Just do what feels right. Trust your gut. Did you have another question for me?
No, I think you answered all of my questions. Is the one I was gonna ask about was moving, and I think and you hit it right before I even asked about it.
Yeah, well, the Six of Swords is the travel card. I've just been given the prompt 30 seconds to go. Sorry, Whitney, but look, yeah, Six of Swords would indicate moving. So one of you might be relocating or something like that, or it could be a metaphorical energy of moving forward. Either way, things you're coming into smoother waters here, so things will start to look up. Now, I must
Okay.
get going. Thank you so much for the honour of doing a reading with you. For everyone else, I'll be back same time next week. Have a great weekend. Thanks.